Honorable audience, respected listener, dear students of Bangladesh, welcome to Ramos English Education. You are getting and finding. In my speech, I tried my level best to explain the verses of the Quran accordingly. I cannot cross limitation; it is forbidden by Quran. And I would like to request the students of this country who are following the Quran, for observing Roja, who are saying your prayer every day in the month of Ramadan. Beside this, you are doing other good activities and action, befitting is the manner other period of the year. Obviously, and the person who have completed is your pilgrims going to Makkah. I personally congratulate you from the core of my heart for listening my special video. Who are getting opportunity to perform this task, I do believe one matter you will be highly benefited. Whatever is might be, I am not the especially most appropriate person to give explanation of the Quran that you are getting. I do not especially have any Islamic degree from any university, but I studied in universities English literature and linguistics. I studied in English, especially government university, public universities of this country. I should share with you. That is called English Literature and Linguistics in Chittagong University. English Literature and Linguistics I learned there, and I was member of Chittagong British Council Library long 8 years, 8 to 9 years. So from this is especially factory of English, I should share with you something. I got opportunity to get English book is only. Quranic education is essential part. I could understand this matter later on, and since then I have taken preparation to share my idea with my viewers as well as especially witnessers throughout the whole country who are listening my verses and voice. I have especially tried my best to perform this task connection. I've already given many lot of ideas and classes how to learn English is a language and how to acquire fundamental knowledge in English, how to be man of man, কিভাবে মানুষের মতো মানুষ হতে হয়. But Indira Gandhi said, is if Quran would not come to India, we would not be able to be civilized. ইন্দিরা গান্ধী বলেছেন, ভারতে যদি কোরআন শরীফ না আসতো আমরা সভ্য হতে পারতাম না. স্বামী বিবেকানন্দ studied the Quran that you is getting. Bhagirish Chandra Sen, who translated the Quran, he knew especially Arabic language properly and perfectly. In this and that way, of course, especially many Hindu priests, Muslim, especially saints, and among the Buddhist personality who are scholar in different religion that you are funding, they liked and loved the Holy Quran. In this and that way, since we are Muslims, we should have attraction for Quran because Quran is elite, we know, and Quran would be able to, that is called, would be able to support us after our ultimate departure from this world. Rich and poor and rich, upper class people and lower class is the people that we are finding here and there, this and that. We should not reject the Quran that you know, but Quran will be our best friend. At the time of mundane world is very tiny and transitory. In this transitory world and transient world, we have come to this world for short time like Daffodil, written by Robert Herrick, the person who got opportunity to read. It is being taught in honors special courses, etc. By teaching literature, English literature is for a long time is under National University and different special classes of honors, different year of honors courses is etc. And teaching upper level student is from the growth of my experiences. I should share with you something. To practice yourself is deeply on Quran is Quran, and if you can practice speech Quran, if you can study Quran, if you can research on Quran, of course you can be saint, you can be beloved is the person of Allah, you can especially get mercy of Allah, you can get many things from mundane world, you can especially get many things especially from the court of Almighty. Still Allah is helping is the man, the supporter of Quran. For the sake of the Quran, I would like to beg forgiveness to the court of Almighty. Almighty Allah, for the sake of the Holy Quran, please forgive me. For the sake of Holy Quran, please forgive me. And for the sake of Quran, forgive my issues, forgive my especially parents, forgive the person who are sleeping in different graveyards of this country among my kith and kin. The person is who have gone is to grave with Iman, be gracious on them, and the person throughout the whole country, Bangladesh is who are sleeping in different graveyards of this is the country who had gone to graveyard with Iman. Almighty bestowed special mercy and blessing for the sake of the Quran. Almighty Allah bestowed special mercy and blessing especially on those students who are misguided, who are disobedient to parents, who are misguided person, who are going to, that is called, join fundamentalists, who are going to join especially in the party of fundamentalist or militant or any kinds of especially ugly habit or something like that, let them come back and trust the Quran to become perfect man, to become perfect citizen of this country and global standard citizen which will be helpful for them to get recommendation of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Almighty, omnipresent, omniscient, creator, master, protector, savior, supreme commander of the whole world. At such an hour, I would like to pray to the both of you to get rid especially from various kinds of sin and sinful tasks. Give me ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency, so that I can especially explain the Quran in a befitting manner in front of my learners and listeners. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, creator, master, protector, savior, supreme commander of the whole world. Throughout the whole country, so many personalities are watching my videos and especially listening my thought and conception. And among the students who are candidates of different examination, including BCS, as well as especially admission seeker of universities and medical sector and section, other sector and section, especially I would like to just especially pray for them all so that we can be trusted as the person and we can have faith in Allah properly and perfectly, and we can say our prayer 5 times regularly. We can observe this Roja in the month of Ramadan. Almighty Allah, our young generation should not go downgraded is the person, should not be downgraded is the person. They should raise their heads. They should raise their heads, especially like Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Other Muslim is devoted is the personality who sacrifice their time and life for the betterment of Islam is especially. Today I supplicate to the court of Almighty Allah, Allah bestow your special mercy and blessing on Imam Hassan and Hussein who are sleeping, especially Almighty Allah, for the sake of their departed soul. Give me ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency in mundane world to explain the Quran and other things respectively for the betterment of students, including BCS candidates who are waiting for my videos, and other admission seeker of medical colleges, admission seeker of different universities of this country who are interested to go ahead. The person who are interested to cross the border, of course, they can also watch my video. By watching my video, they can acquire knowledge and quality is essential in modern world and mundane world. Dear listener, the person, especially Bangladesh, is overcrowded with unemployment problem. Of course, there is getting lot of crisis which we are getting every now and then everywhere, because Bangladesh has turned into land of natural calamities like flood, tidal board, storm that you are getting, and in each and that you are getting that is called other problems which are increasing in this country. For this is the reason the person, especially who are coming by being graduate from colleges and universities, many of them who are underemployed, you may try your best to fly to developed countries of the globe by staying at home and watching, especially that is called at your house. You will not be able to get any benefit. You can cross the border, you can go any developed countries of the world, you can bring glory for Bangladesh. We must not forget that we especially get our birth in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is our especially that is called, we ought to love our country. We ought to love our country. Sarah Scott, Walter Scott said you are getting the land in which we are born. For this is the reason dear students, especially both male and female, who are staying every nook and corner, pros and cons throughout whole country, and taken up to Tetulia, who are staying you must acquire age befitting quality, time befitting quality, so that you can be most standard person. In BCS courses, the result was published recently, Of course, our seat is very limited. Is one for this series on countless is young men, young women, especially who participated in this is examination. Many of them is came successfully. The person who came successfully, I would like to congratulate you to perform your trust connection. What is being given by the government of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a democratic country. Every citizen have got the right and power to occupy especially good chair according to your quality. But the student who could not be successful, who have age, you may try second time. But if not, is you can cross the border by acquiring is the versatile quality and skill is in your own subject that you is getting what you would to do. I mean justice especially in different is developed countries of the world, though it is called brain drain, meda pachar. But brain drain is especially that is called from third world. It is common thing that you is getting. Reason we are not able to justice especially appoint you in different places that you know our especially service scope is very limited is one. For this is the reason the graduates who are coming from the University of Dhaka, Chittagong, Rajshahi, and other some other universities who are highly ambitious, they are interested to get is a luxurious life. Obviously, luxurious life should be wanted is bio. I cannot refuse it. But question is that if you do not is find any luxurious job and service, is of course you should do something. BUET graduates who came out successfully, of course it is was is in paper, and the person is who read daily paper, Daily Star, Daily Sun, other English is the newspaper, of course you have is seen, and their hardworking is especially person I noticed this, and they labored is hard, they earned their livelihood in this and that, but they didn't is sit down is having the certificate of University of BUET. So university degree, I should share with you something, of course you can gain, it is not objectionable matter. According to your quality, capacity, sagacity, tendency, you can just gain this thing. But ultimately, I should share with you something you need to get is age befitting quality, time befitting is quality. Dear students of Bangladesh or other students who participated at the different examination who could not be successful, you must not especially lose your hope. You must not commit suicide. You must not do any kinds of harmful task connection. In the period of COVID-19, I noticed in the paper that you know many people, including Dhaka University, many of them is especially that is called committed suicide. They are students of Bangladesh. But your parents didn't send you to commit suicide to universities. Your parents didn't send you to madrasa to commit suicide. But no madrasa student is so far I know committed suicide. It's the Kamil Madrasas is of this is the country, but I noticed this one thing, many university students of Dhaka, other universities respectively, they committed suicide. I do believe one thing that is called as the meritorious student is who are reading under national university, as well as especially that is called other is the public universities of this country, you are meritorious, you have understanding power, realizing power, of course you know. But other students of this is the country who are relief. I should share with you one sentence. The person who have such kind of a tendency to commit suicide, if you do not get this is a job, if you do not perform this, cannot perform this task, if you cannot marry your targeted is a person, if you commit is suicide, but is it ever possible on the part of yourself to get solution? Never ever. Never. Since you are not getting any solution, on the other hand, you are quite wise to understand is especially this thing, what kind of punishment is waiting is for you, what kind of special tortured life will come is for you. According to rules and regulation of Islam, you are funding. Therefore, is the student of universities and other sector and section you are getting, you are requested is not to commit suicide, because you see, by committing suicide, you would not be able to bring any solution of life. But many romantic lovers who are also committing is suicide, but in especially movie, you have seen such kind of that is called killing, murdering, hijacking, this and that. Of course, there is getting. In practical life, you cannot get this thing. Life is not a movie. So you must remember one point, that is called to commit suicide is a serious crime. Of course, you know, I don't know whether Allah will forgive him or her, but you are a student of universities of this is the country, but if you commit suicide, Dhaka University student is the mostly committed suicide in the time of COVID-19. So dear students of Dhaka University, if you commit suicide, and what kind of special lesson will come is for the nation, what kind of lesson will come is for other universities of this country, what kind of lesson is important thing will come is for other students who are reading different parts of the country from Technapur to under national university, other public and private universities of this is the country. If you perform is such kind of cross connection, is it a right or wrong, you can ask your conscience, you can ask your mind, brain, and you'll be able to get this reply. Therefore, you are being requested is on behalf of countless guardians of this is the country, that you know who especially whose hard earned money you spent, যাদের কষ্ট অর্জিত অর্থ তোমরা ব্যয় করেছো, whose especially hard earned money you spent for gaining education or education, they sent you to universities not to get dead bodies of you. They sent universities especially that is called to train you, to give you education, to especially make you established person in this society, to bring glory, peace, prosperity, progress for this country, to bring solution, that is to bring various kinds of solution of life, to change this financial condition, to change especially your future is life, this and that. In exchange of this thing, you gave your parents is the reward. What kind is the reward did you give? More than 90 students from Dhaka University who committed suicide. Of course, you know, they gave their parents dead bodies and dead bodies. Was it is the expectation of your parents is it to get you dead bodies? But in the joy I got, some other students is of this is the country in the time of COVID-19, they especially committed suicide. In the and that of course, especially not only Dhaka University student but other university in this is the country respectively, but many of them is who could control is themselves, they also just is earn money different single, and in the and that they maintain is themselves. COVID-19 is not a curse, of course it is getting, and COVID-19 is was that is called was you are is funding epidemic forum, it was is sin, but Allah has forgiven us for the sake of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So other students of this country who are staying in different branches of education, I should share with you something. Please do not commit suicide. Madrasa students they do not commit suicide. Throughout the whole country there are many madrasas, Alim Madrasa, Kamil Madrasa, Fazil Madrasa, Aliyah Madrasa. Of course, I should share with you something. I didn't notice any student. By reading the paper for a long time, I did not get any information or notice who committed suicide because of especially because of frustration, disappointment, etc. This and that. But you, the student of universities, you have committed this suicide. What is this? But other especially junior, especially their followers at present who are staying, especially contemporary students of this is the country, I should share with you something. Please do not bring disreputation is for your family. Please do not bring disreputation for your family. Please do not bring your permanent special unhappiness in the grave life, etc. etc. And by requesting you, I am going to end here. May Allah be gracious on all classes of people of this country. May Allah protect us from the hand of various kinds of anarchism, terrorism, social suffering, kidnapping, hijacking. May Allah protect us from the hand of bloodshedding. May Allah protect us from the hand of various kinds of anarchism, terrorism, fundamentalism, as well as other crimes. What is prevalent in this world that you know. May Allah protect especially the whole world from the hand of net of conspiracy. May Allah be gracious on classes of people. May Allah be gracious on all classes of people who are staying and who are taking preparation for next, especially that is called world. May Allah give us ability, capacity, sagacity, tendency to perform our duty and responsibility, to follow the basic principle of Quran, to say our prayer is 5 times, and to lead our life is according in modernity life. Of course, it is getting, according to the rules and regulation of Quran, not to perform perverted task connection, not to perform any kinds of objectionable task connection, not to perform such kind of sinful task connection, not to perform any kinds of action which will bring disreputation for your whole life, for your family, for the society, for the country even. I congratulate especially all classes of people of this country who have sent their sons and daughters for gaining education in different educational institutions. But dear students, I should share with you last sentence you are getting the hard-earned money. Most of the guardians of this country are poor and pauper, and especially somehow they maintain their family and give you educational expenses. and bear your educational expenditure expenses, of course, and you must be ready for the betterment of this country and for your greater future. You must not do any kinds of crime. You must not do any kinds of, must not follow fundamentalist, militant, as well as especially anarchism, terrorism, as well as other especially bad action of the society. Be asset of the country, be asset of the country, be glory of the country, bring is the prestigious life, and bring support is special good thing. Follow the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Follow especially the Holy Quran. Of course, in which and that you can bring solution. Committing suicide, you would not be able to get any solution of life. I would like to congratulate all. I am going to congratulate all the members who are listening my voice. Thank you very much. Thank you all.